Now on an absolutely perfect night in the Lone Star State, the roof's been opened, and we're ready for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. But just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Fairbairn set to kick off.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Open man, right side, it's Young. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Handoff, Blue running right. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second and 5.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 5.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready. Cowboy 80. Let's go. Ready.
They'll try and run again with Blue. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with third and 1.
26-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys! Kevontae Turpin, 53 yards. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Rams nothing.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw now on first down. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Here's 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger.
Operating from the gun. Mathis. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. And that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. That's not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack evades the tackler, and now some space. He's on his way. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jaden Blue, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Mathis. Looking left side of his got a man. That's Mitchell. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
Panther 11.
on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. And what a nice job they did getting to him quickly.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 10 yards out. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Sanders. That's to the running back, Jordan Blue. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then the defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 5.
19-60.
From the shotgun, Sanders. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Sanders going to throw again. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
15 yards.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Dragon 60, Cougar 19. Ready, right?
Sanders to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Okay, ready?
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now a shotgun handoff. Blue. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
On the set.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 70 Timberwolves. 18 Warriors, 70. Ready.
Now Sanders. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kevontae Turpin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys are able to widen their advantage.
Makes the score.
The extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. A big play there for L.A. 54 yards.
And this is how you answer a touchdown on the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
Touchdown, Rams. Terrence Ferguson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams are back within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-17.
Rams 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now Blue trying the right side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 133 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go again with Blue. To about the 35, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They go with Blue between the tackles. They'll take this one for about 4 to the 40. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Sanders. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Cowboys first down.
69.
First and 10 at the 50-yard
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here we go. 70 range. Cowboy 80.
On first down, it's Blue. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and they'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a real Nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kevontae Turpin saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and a yard. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
60 Bison. Go.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Looking to throw. Mathis. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
60 Bobcats. Panther 11, 18, Pioneer. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Mathis. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to start coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So no problems at all on that one. And you know, virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, With no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount it up.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Sanders. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force him incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Third down and one. They'll try to run forward, Blue. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Cowboy 80.
Now they'll audible to something else.
19 left, 79.
Out of the gun here, Sanders. Gets this into the hands of Blue. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
From the 42 now, here's second and 2.
Here we go, here we go. 70 19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing, Sanders. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. This is caught for the Cowboy touchdown. C.D. Lamb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Cowboys 35, Rams 20.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
Got it, ready?
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Ready? Panthers 60, Panthers 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Right back to Mitchell here. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay,
the
ready?
LA offense ready to go for their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slope if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. And he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there. 2nd and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. And a lot of it here to get a new look. On 4th down, Mathis. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They start the drive with a give to the load. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? It looks like they're ready to go.
Trying to set up a screen for Blue. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. And that will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And taken right at the 35. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And he gets it to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down.
Let's go now. 70 up, Cowboy 80. Warriors 70, 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Mathis. He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez. And crossover out of bounds right at the 25. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Okay, break. Come on, come on.
First down, here's Mitchell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Mathis. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Working to put a drive together.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They begin with a carry for Blue. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 178 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
At the 44-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to Blue. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4.
Get it. 18 Cardinal, 18.
On play action, here's Shadur. Able to hit his target long. On it. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 36 yards on the play.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Toss play to the right to Blue. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field.
48 yards.
A big play there for L.A. 48 yards.
It's a gain of 48 yards.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Well, the Rams are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Another Rams first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
19.
Mitchell is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important third down try?
They'll look to throw on third and goal. This is caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's fourth and goal.
A 2-yard gain. It's now fourth and goal.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth.
70 Timberwolves. 70.
Here we go with Williams. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time.
It's a gain of
Boy,
11.
192 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Cowboy at trap 60. Ready.
Left side to Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's again left side blue with it. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12.
18, Cougar 19.
to throw now. Here's Sanders. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A big play here for Dallas. 47 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Sanders. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jaden Blue. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a 1st down.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
Off play action. Mathis. He finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I'm saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion.
That's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave him 2 points for his team.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone. They throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up. You end up throwing a pick. Everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out. I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless, too.
He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. 23 yards to pick up there. You cannot write these guys off just yet. Not with a quarterback like that on your side.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
19.
Back to throw again. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Ready up.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Keeps the score. Cowboys 45. Rams 35.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Cowboys Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Let's go.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Set. Let's go.
Jet sweep. This is Johnston. On this one, may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Loss of 2.
The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Sanders. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Fights through and now a crease. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Yeah, able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
For a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Now Williams running left. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming in. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And 6
He
yards
did an okay
to go.
job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Mathis. Able to locate his running back open downfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning to get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Time becoming a factor. Down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. The PAT good. It would draw them closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So for the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
11, Panther. Here we go. Set. Viking, 18, 5.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Man, and he hits him in stride. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, Cowboys! Kevontae Turpin, 81 yards. And the Cowboys use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. The Cowboys offense, it'll stay out there as they'll go for two.
Come on, come on.
Will line up for the
Hot 70,
2-point
hot
conversion.
70. Ready?
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
That keeps the score Cowboys 54, Rams 42.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
Off the play fake. Mathis. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Rams 42.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Throwing after the interception. Mathis. Wide open receiver complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
13-yard line.
Seven Pirates, seven Pirates. Ready?
Looking to throw. Mathis. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanket.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. Finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit. They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick
So
off.
after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
He was taken down.
Now the
behind
Rams will
line of
signal for a
scrimmage.
timeout, their
It's a loss of
second,
a yard.
as they
Brings
get the
up second
stoppage
and
with a
11
little over 50
at the
seconds left to
11-yard
go in the
line.
game. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout
18-yard line.
as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
At the 13-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
19, 18, Buffalo 18. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Mathis to the right side. It's caught by Mitchell. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know?
And this is going to be caught. So an offensive final score,